arm after his shots, but if you ask him how he feels...
Most unique way in preparing for the NBA Finals here in the early going. Phoenix 6 and Chicago 2. Michael Jordan hitting on his first attempt.
Double team with Horace Grant. It was a team that was a difficult one because the floor was so spread as Michael goes to the basket.
And the Suns want to make it a game 6 back in Phoenix on Sunday. Michael Jordan, 10-8.
Michael shoots a jump shot. The man saw him pull it out, reverse the basketball. One of the...
Since Richard Dumas is playing so well, it's going to be interesting to see if Paul...
Line only 9 times during that triple overtime. The Suns...
line. They shot so few, only 9 attempts in game number 3 that Michael may have forgotten how to shoot him.
Played by Barkley. Jordan, yes.
If you get Michael down low enough, the double team can't get there soon enough, he'll just shoot it over top of Kevin Johnson. And then this is...
Not too many teams have been asked to come back. How difficult was it for Phil Jackson coming back from that? The Bulls have hit their last 5 shots. They are 11 of 18. Here is Jordan. He has 4. The Bulls 25 and the Suns 22. Bulls have hit their last 7 as Michael Jordan makes it.
Who does McRae play? Does he play Dumas?
Bulls have led by as many as 7. Michael Jordan on target. He's 5 out of 8. In time. Armstrong on the Chicago front. And Jordan is being guarded by Marley. Jordan. McRae has played in this series. Seldom used during the season. Jordan, yes, it counts.
Jordan feels he can beat Dan Marley off the dribble any time he wants to, and he does it right there, scoop it for 2. Now, that's the reason he switched KJ and put KJ on him in game 3, and now you can see that
Charles was so concerned about McRae coming down top that he lost sight of Stacey King from behind him.
Jordan with 15. The Bulls lead 35 to 30
in the game in game 3 because they were pushing the ball up early. And
he's tying the game at 30.
He's just letting them know that he's here to try to win a championship. This is a very interesting game. You felt that the Bulls were going to take advantage of the situation because they came out strong.
Let's go back a moment ago to Michael, who's made a decision here, a concerted effort to go to the basket, 7 for 11 from the floor.
For 15 points, although not have a usual Michael Jordan type game on Sunday night, it has been a splendid playoff run for Michael. I asked him, is this the best that he's played all season long?
That's there today or at this particular time, and I think that's helped me elevate my game.
And the Bulls now lead 37-35. Here's Jordan. 18 for Jordan. Watson looking to spot up. Jordan. Well, Phil Jackson told us after practice yesterday he wanted Michael to the rim, and that has been the case here in the first half.
Well, he certainly elevates his game here with the right hand. Then that was so good, he decided to come back again and try it with the left. Watch him immediately. Where's my help? Come on, guys. Close the lane down. But a little too late.
I believe that I read in a Chicago paper today that one of the sports writers said that he looked like he's getting old because he couldn't finish and win the game for him in game 3.
Points in the second quarter, and he has 20 of the Bulls 40. The Suns are shooting 50%.
Well, Westfall, I think, feels pretty go far, and they're still close enough. If he needs them a lot in the second half, he should be fresh.
Michael Jordan, 10.
The smaller KJ goes down the baseline, then just intends to elevate over the top.
And it's Dumas against Jordan. Foul call, Dumas using the...
Paul felt Michael's been getting down the baseline. Let me put a bigger guy, a more athletic guy, to perhaps challenge his shot.
Here's Jordan. Gambled, went for the steal.
Now recently, because he gambles a lot defensively, he put team defense down, goes for the steal, misses. It leads to an easy 2 free throws.
Kevin Johnson called for the foul, reaching in. Remember Michael Barkley. Look out. It is Phoenix ball. Hugh Evans hanging in after the contact. Jordan, and still able to make the call. 59 remaining. in this first half. Jordan trying to save it. Makes contact with the official Hugh Evans. It will be Phoenix possession.
Him on the first step, so he would resort to backing down, trying to shoot over the top of Kevin Johnson. The difference, Marley, the difference in foot speed in tonight's game, he goes right around Dan Marley.
Make some room in between them and Phoenix. Every time they've gotten a Phoenix, they come right back and tie the game.
Jordan guarded by Johnson for 3. 6 points. The Bulls now lead 45-43.
Couldn't beat KJ off the dribble on that first step. KJ did a good job keeping him.
Jordan with some room. 11 of 6 clean. Jordan with the rebound.
Chicago has got their Michael Jordan.
When KJ guards Michael Jordan, penetration, he does a pretty good job here taking away the lane. So Michael pulls back out, but he's using screens to free himself up. Now he has the jumper over the top of KJ. KJ just not big enough.
Soprano by Gallo.
Yes, a lot of soprano in
He's doing all the scoring. You got to get the other Chicago.
Well, what happened with Phoenix's side in terms of offensive rebound? See, you got all
Johnson.
See, I didn't like that, Mar. They should have
Defensive second team, but he's first to admit. Now Michael Jordan will get a rest. 27 points for Michael. Comes his back. Horace Grant the first to admit when people say he's the best defensive power forward of the game, he said maybe. Bulls 0 for the last 6. Michael Jordan has returned to it. 29 by Grant. With the block. Jordan around Marley. Jordan all the way! Yes!
Michael is dangerous when he gets the rebound and he can go coast to coast. He's going to dunk on 2 guys.
What a lane opens up. No one closes down.
Grant called for that loose ball foul. Barkley will go to the line.
It's just an empty feeling if you're Dan Marley. Seeing Mike, you're backing up, you're on your heels, you turn for help, and there's no one there.
Well, remember when I was telling you, he did not come at anybody with a head of steam because he was tired. What's dangerous when he's coming at you with a head of steam, he can go left, right.
2 days of rest certainly helping Michael. Did play some golf, I'm told. Yes, a finals record, most field goals in 1 half. That is shared by Isaiah Thomas and Michael Jordan. Bulls lead by big Chicago in transition. Barkley tried the 3.
The shot might have been better for him to run it down. As you said, Magic, they should be feeling good more down. They could have run it down right to the end and given Chicago very little time to try and get him.
That has not been one of Charles's fortes, shooting from down. 4-point play! The 3-pointer by 7/10 of a second remaining in the half.
Well, I tell you, Dan Marley has become a shooter in the NBA now.
With 13 points, he's hit 3 from long range from 3-point territory. Michael Jordan, 14 for quarter, and he has tied an NBA Finals record, a record that he shares with Isaiah Thomas, most field goals in a half. Back to Chicago Stadium, the usual sellout crowd. In this game 4 of the best of 7. Game 1, it was Jordan with 31 victory for the Bulls. They did it in game 2 in Phoenix. Cartwright. Charles Barkley, 6 of 13. Michael Jordan, once again with the extension.
But see, this is what happens when you got so many guys trying to that's not used to guarding. He just takes Dumas, head fakes him to the baseline, come back to the middle, and
if you go back to the first half, we showed you him crossing over right to left. That gave you a little zigzag dribble. He started with the cross, going back to the right hand to come down the lane.
Out of 5 on the 24. Out of 3. Jordan Williams has replaced Bill Cartwright. Jordan around Dumas. Yes! And it counts!
The bigger man on Jordan. Dumas is good, except he's got to guard him off the dribble, which is bad. Richard Dumas cannot play. Bigger man on Jordan. Dumas is good, except he's got to guard him off the dribble, which is bad. Richard Dumas.
I'm sorry, Mike, but no way can you put a man on Michael Jordan because Michael has too many.
Now Marley guarding Jordan. Dumas also there. Pippen.
Reward him every so often, and when he takes off and runs the floor, it's 10, and Michael sees
Miller called for his third. When we come back following this timeout, Harris 8 for 10 when he has taken it to the basket, 8 of 14 with the jump shot. Taking it to the basket, 8 of 14 with the jump shot. In effect, he has been red hot no matter what. Jackson wanted him to put the ball on the floor and take it to the basket. He has 39 points, scored by the current general manager of the Los Angeles Clippers,
Charles Barkley.
Bulls fortunate to get it back. Here's Jordan. And again, Jordan with it. Armstrong for three.
They all came over. Both the Phoenix Suns and the Chicago Bulls was at Michael Jordan, the other team. And you had to keep it like that.
Yes, we feel the same way. So that would tie in with guys are friendly. It'll be unlikely as Jordan tries to slice through, and he is fouled. Jordan has been able to drive the lane, but with a no, he would be the one to make him pay.
Right here, he comes in and he went in. His teammates would look to see if he would take Michael out in terms of just hard fouling. And normally, when you're friends, you might not do that.
Series against Seattle. Michael Jordan will do it on the road to get himself back involved. Jordan for grab. The Bulls lead 70. And Jordan gets to it.
Made a couple jumpers early, which got his confidence level. Right now, he's just 2 for 9 from the floor. Not real confident shooting.
Michael Jordan, very confident shooting the ball. 41 for Jordan. 3:01 remains on the floor and stays with Scottie Pippen. That's been the matchup. Jordan guarded by Johnson, and a foul call. Ainge coming over. Will go to the line. The Suns over the limit. Jordan has struggled.
Was get KJ in a scoring position. Try to back him in where he can get in the area and then take it up over him, jump over him.
And double team him that time, but Chicago had cleared out the left side of the floor.
Oh, Jordan and Ainge trash talking. Ainge with his hands on Jordan. Jordan, get your hands off me.
Exactly. Now it's heating up. This is a series now. I come to expect that it was going to be. Like I said earlier, it was too much.
He had some work.
There they felt he traveled. Ainge feels the pressure. Thinks his teammate's going to float to the right sideline in front of the Bulls bench, but nobody's there. Now Michael's talking to him, letting him know that the pressure's going to get worse. Ainge will take...
Jordan. King for Jordan.
And the ball didn't rotate over.
The Bulls now lead. Mike Johnson, but Paul Westphal will take it. Jordan got the step and reject. Scott Williams over to help. Mark West, who is not a good free throw shooter, will go to the line.
They like to clear out for Jordan after timeout, Chicago, and
Scott Williams picks up the foul, his fifth.
First, be in the game playing and scoring like they're doing.
Jordan, nice pull-up by Michael Jordan. He has 40 front right, Pippen up front. They isolate Jordan.
Ball has Richard Dumas out there. Normally in the fourth quarter, Richard Dumas is sitting on the bench, and Danny Ainge or Tom Chambers is in the game, but he's elected to...
Shot clock at 7. And 14 from the... no, it is a non-shooting foul. Here comes Jordan.
Sees the opportunity. Chambers does not step up high enough, but then again, with Michael floating, who can? Now,
it's been a Michael Jordan explosion tonight. 19 for 32, 47 points, and he is headed in the direction of a 7th career in May in the Eastern Conference Final Series. Just under 5 minutes remaining in the game. Called on Marley, attempting to tie it at 2 with Game 5 here in Chicago Friday night. 9 o'clock even time right here on NBC. Crossover move for Jordan, and with the finger roll, plus the foul.
Cannot stay with him. I know it's coming, and there it is, right to left. He gets Watch the step, and then the elevation, and then the finish.
Well, what happens is Michael Jordan knows his foot speed is better than Marley's, and he's just using all the quickness that he has.
Jordan with the ball.
Pippen happened to be Scottie Pippen, and the guy that just happened to block the shot happened to be Charles Barkley, who, going back, had a few words for one another when there was some bumping and shoving going.
In the backcourt, Pippen up front with caught right in it. Bulls with their starting lineup intact. Jordan.
Possession of it.
And it's controlled by Jordan using the official Hugh Evans as a screen, and then he pushed. Oh, Ainge and Jordan going at each other. Ainge and Jordan had a incident in the face of Ainge. He did not.
That again, now you're going to watch it right here. After the foul, Michael throws his elbow, then they got tangled up here. Danny gets mad, grabs the ball. Michael, but I still say a chance to win this game. They must go to Barkley or Tom Chambers. KJ is trying
a 5-point lead, 2:20 remaining of the game. Chicago playing the clock. Jordan with the step. Jordan going. Jordan flashing in the paint. While Phoenix has done the job at the line. 81%, 25 for 31. Look at Chicago, 17 for 30. Comes Johnson, he has Marley. Marley is stripped. A moment ago, this time it's Pippen with the strip to break up the 2-on-1, but a 7-second disparity between the shot clock and the game clock. Jordan, yes, and it counts. It counts.
You know, it would have been better for Charles to foul than halfway fouling.
Michael Jordan, 12 of 17 from the line. Gunning for point number 55. 13 and 3/10 seconds remaining in regulation. And the Suns.
Phoenix had come out of the timeout, set up a prize to use the clock.
And remember, I was talking about whether Charles would hard foul Michael Jordan. It was time for that hard foul right there. Instead, as hard fouling, he lets Jordan get it up, and he compounded by fouling him, and it's a chance for the three-point play.
The Bulls by 5. We'll be back in a moment.
Jordan puts the ball on the floor, goes to the basket to try and initiate contact. Instead of taking his arms down, Charles Barkley tries to move under him for the offensive foul. No good. Too much concentration. Jordan on the drive to the basket gives Chicago the lead.
Jordan with 55 points has tied Rick Barry for the second. Jim Baylor with 61. Rick Barry had 55 back in 67 against Philadelphia. And Marley a 78% foul.
Watch out. He didn't give Marley a chance to get the ball up to the hoop. And Charles Barkley gave Michael Jordan a chance to shoot the ball.
So Armstrong, an 86% filler fires. So the Chicago Bulls have taken a 3-1 lead on the Phoenix Suns. For 11-105. Let's go to Ahmad.
All right, thanks, Marv. Michael, the Phoenix.
Well, I think we learned from the game the other night. I know we had a dogfight. We had our chances to win, but we knew we didn't play extremely well. We struggled down the stretch, but we did what we had to do to win ball games.
When I talked to you this afternoon, I have never seen you
disappointed with the way I played last game. You know, I had a lot of chances to win the ball game, and I didn't really converge on it. So I wanted to, do my part this game and hopefully give ourselves a chance to win the game. Well, we didn't get many fouls last game, and I said, I'm going to get some fouls. If I don't get fouls, I'm going to get some easy layups. So I had to go to the hole.
We'll see you on Friday.
All right.
All right, thanks, Michael. Back to you, Marv.
All right, Ahmad, so 1 of 37, 55 points in all. Charles Barkley, despite the sore elbow, 32 points and 12 rebounds.